Yes, these are the different storage devices. I don't know how I missed your another batch. Okay, so this is different storages. Uh, okay, so what is the secondary storage devices? What are the primary storage devices? RAM and ROM, right? What is the main memory? RAM. RAM is the main memory. RAM is also called as main memory and physical memory. Okay. If you see there is physical memory, main memory means RAM only. But primary memories are RAM and ROM. Without RAM and ROM, system on board. So that's why it is called primary memories. Okay. Secondary memories. What is this use of secondary memories? To store data, applications, operating system, and stuff. To store operating system, applications, and data either internally or externally. To store backup of your data externally. So we have required different types of secondary memory devices. And here it is split into two parts right now. One is magnetic, another one is optical. Of course, now it is NAND memory also there. We have to put in three parts. One is magnetic, second one is optical, third one is NAND type memories. Okay. So what is this NAND type memories? Your pendrives, SD cards, and what is that? SSDs. SSDs are NAND type memories only. Okay, but these are the traditional one. Okay, so magnetic tape based means there is a magnetic coating film or a chip or maybe a tape is there or maybe there is a disk is there. So data stores in that magnetic one. Okay, in this one I will explain about a hard disk later. So after these points are completed, so I'm not telling how it is a hard disk here. Usually hard disk is a mass storage device. You can able to store the huge amount of data. Mainly purpose of hard disk is to store your operating system, applications and data inside your system. Okay. Floppy disk are there earlier. So it is look like this. This is the different sizes of floppy disk. The most highest memory is in the smallest floppy disk, that is a 3.5-inch floppy disk. In the 3.5-inch floppy disk is 1.44 MB data you can store, 1.44 MB. Nowadays you cannot able to store a simple picture also. You know, when I was doing this project after my diploma final project, so I have to store my project data into the files in the floppy disk only. Okay, so all the documents related to the medical equipment, so then I have to store in that one. Okay, so that time, so floppy is more handy. Each floppy is 15 rupees cost. Okay, to connect and access the floppy disk also, we need take a permission from the internet service center. Okay, so that's the floppy disk. Okay, zip drives. Zip drives look like a floppy disk. It's a kind of floppy disk only, but very high density kind of stuff. Means you can store 100 MB, 200 MB of data inside. Usually, copying huge amount of data from one place to another place, or deploying operating system like they use a simple system, they install operating system, application, everything. They copy entire thing into the zip drive and paste into some other system. So like a faster OS loading purpose. Okay, it's a zip drives. This floppy disk and zip drives almost all gone from, not almost all, it is gone from the industry. And these tape drives are available. These are the tape drives, guys. Inside there is a magnetic tape is there. These tape drives are also called as DAS, DDS or DATs, digital data storage, digital audio tapes are still using. It is a cheaper backup solutions. Even if you are using a cloud, in the cloud you want to take a backup, so you have to choose what kind of backup. So then we want to go for a cheaper backup solution. So data stores in the tape drives inside. Okay, even CC cameras in some places, okay, in earlier days and even still now, the CC cameras data stores in the tape drives only. So they will write only thing is when it is started, means today's date and time when they are inserted a cassette. When cassette is finished, so when the date and time and remove the cassette, they reinsert the another cassette to store your CC camera data, to store your data in the sequential manner. If you store your backup in the hard disk, you can retrieve anytime with a specific files or randomly you can choose what backup file you want to restore. But in the tape drives, it's not like that. It's sequential. Means either you restore everything and then you can choose from it. Okay. So it's like that only. Okay. So it's a cheaper backup solutions. Deep archives use this kind of backup and it is available in a different sizes also. So 40 GB, 20 GB, 80 GB, 160 GB, 320 GB, 640 GB. Even in a terabytes also the tape drives are available. Depends upon their density. Okay, guys. So these are different devices, magnetic way. Optical way also there, that is called the CD-ROMs, DVDs, Blu-rays. The CD-ROM, it is the size, the look of the way you physically look at the CD-ROM, DVD, and Blu-rays are same only. But storage capacity is different. The CD-ROM is around the 700 MB or 80 minutes of audio track. 80 minutes of audio track you can able to store inside. Okay, if you write data, better to write data from 600 to 650 maximum data inside. Okay, DVDs 4.7 GB in a single layer. In double layer DVDs can support more than 8 GB, 8 GB or 8.5 depends upon the manufacturer. Double layer. Blu-rays are generally 25 GB capacity drives. And when floppy disk came, floppy disk are more demand. There is a special lessons how to protect your write protection to your floppy disk, read protection from floppy disk kind of stuff is there. So later CDs came, but still floppy disk are running, but CD, DVD, CD writers are become more handy to the people. Even my engineering project we stored into the CD-ROM. Okay, so that's the point. That time we do not get much pen drives. Pen drives, purchasing a pen drive itself, it is very costly. I purchased with a discount. There is a one pen drive that is called like a 2 GB pen drive, 600 MB, 600 rupees with a discount, eBay discount. Okay, in the olden days. Now with the 600 MB, 600 rupees, you will get like a 32 GB or a 64, 32 GB, definitely you will get it 3.0. That time it is 1.1 only, not even a 2.0. Okay, so in a olden days, it is only hope to store your data in the external drive and to transfer the data is CDs, DVDs only. But later, Blu-rays also came with a higher data storage capacity. But Blu-rays are not clicked in the general public. But still, Blu-rays are there, like a PS4, gaming stations, PS4, Xbox gamings. So that is Blu-ray disc because higher capacity storage is there. Okay, that is a Blu-ray. Okay. General public, like for laptops and desktop, no one is want to use the Blu-ray because that the reader writer cost is higher. The empty disk is also very cost. Now we have a lot of other filter like we can use the pen drives, external hard disk, okay, to store huge amount of data. You can able to store in the external 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 4 terabytes of external hard disk is available. You can transfer your data through the mails, WhatsApps, other OneDrives, Google Drives. You can able to transfer the data, share the data like that, right? So Blu-rays automatically it is came into the market but not clicked into the market in a general public manner. Okay. And this is a small additional point, that is SCSI disk. So SCSI or SAS disk, if you see. SCSI means small computer system interface, small computer system interface, which is like a, in a servers, enterprise organizations use SCSI type of storages for its servers. Okay, for its servers, for storage solutions, they use this SCSI type of storages, not for general purpose, not for your laptops and desktop. We don't use it for servers, data centers. Inside a data center, SCSI type of storages are there. Okay, you guys understand different types of storage devices here. Okay, so to store operating system applications and data is like a music, video, or documents files. We need two different things. Like in your desktop and laptops, we have an internal hard disk. We use internal hard disk to store your operating system, applications, and data. Nowadays, we are using SSDs instead of hard disks. We are using SSDs. SSDs are NAND type of storages, either SATA interface SSDs or M.2 type of SSDs we are using in your laptops and desktops to store your operating system and application data. In a mobile phones and mini laptops, there is a built-in chip type of storage is there, that is eMMC. What is this eMMC? eMMC is a kind of chip which stores the data inside, which is enhanced directly on your motherboard. Okay, either it is in your mobile phones, tablets. If you go there, it shows 32 GB RAM, 64 GB RAM, sorry, 32 GB storage, 64 GB storage, 128 internal memory. What is that? 64 internal memory, 128 internal memory means it is the data stores in these chips, which is inside your mobile phones, tablets, mini laptops kind of stuff. Okay, that is eMMC storage. But store your mobile operating system, data, applications. Okay, and you can store data externally. You can store data externally using USB drives, external hard disk, and SSDs. Okay, what is the purpose of SD cards? You store your music files, video files into the memory card. So don't require to store in your inside your mobile phone, or maybe in your laptop. You don't want to put all this data into your laptop because it contains some other important data. So then automatically you can store extra. Guys, understand? Speaking and
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
here it
sir.
is only hard disk and hard disk connectivity, SSD differences I will tell. Okay. Then we will wind up the class. Okay. Hard disk. What is a hard disk? It is mass storage device. Okay. If you see, this is the internal part of hard disk. This is called a platter. This round disk one is a platter which is connected to a spindle motor, which is this platter will rotate. And this is a actuator arm, and this is a actuator. And tip of this actuator arm contains a read and write header. This arm moves inside to outside like this. It's move like this only. It move here to here. That's it. And disk will be rotated. So the tip of this has a read and write. So it would read the data on the disk and write the data on the disk. So that is an equipment where the data stores in this plotter. Which one is read and write the data? This read and write header. Okay. This is internal part of hard disk. Internal part of hard disk is non-volatile memory. Means if you remove the hard disk or shut down your PC, data in the hard disk will be like that only. The hard disk use two types of interfaces, either IDE or PATA type of interface or SATA type of interface. IDE is a older technology to connect your disk, like a hard disk, CD-ROM, DVDs. We are using to connect it with the IDE technology. And there is a derived from IDE with help of IDE, based on IDE only, but there is a ATA technology came, advanced technology attachment. So in that one again, parallel advanced technology attachment is there. PATA type of interface is there. So this is the PATA type of interface. Parallel advanced technology and kind of PATA. Parallel advanced technology attachment. Parallel connector. What is nothing but PATA means parallel connector. It contains 40 pin to the hard disk. There is a 40 pin connector. We use this kind of ribbon cable to connect your hard disk to motherboard. You have to connect your hard disk to the motherboard, right? Like this. You have a motherboard and you have an hard disk. If you want to connect, you have to use this cable. Connect means need data connect. So that's the time for this type of motherboards, and for motherboard to this type of hard disk, like PATA type of hard disk, we use this type of ribbon cables. I will show you that connector on the motherboard if possible. Yeah. If you see this white and green like this, these are the hard disk connectors. These are the hard disk connectors. You can see IDE connector. These are the hard disk connector. If it is hard disk is PATA type of hard disk. Okay. The interface is PATA interface. So we use this type of cable for to connect your hard disk to motherboard. This is SATA type of hard disk. SATA, serial advanced technology attachment, serial type. So 7 pins are there and we use a single wire to connect it. See, this is a data connector. Okay, so this is data connector. We use this type of cable. So one side of cable will connect here and other side will go for a motherboard. And this is for power supply. This one is for power supply, SMPS. From SMPS will connect. Okay. So like this is data connector. This is power supply connector. And this type of hard disk is different. This is both type of power supply is there. Generally, this is the correct one. Okay. Nowadays, always this one only now. It is for data connector. This is for a power connector. So it is 7-pin connector. It is. You guys understand? So data connectors. So nowadays we are using SATA because SATA is faster than PATA. Current version of SATA is 6 Gbps data transmission. Maybe this is accidentally open. Guys, there is an internal hard disk. It means which is inside your system or laptop. Okay, internal hard disk. Two type of things are there. You can see 3.5 inches, 2.5 inch hard disk is there. Okay, you can go to the 3.5 inch hard disk. Okay, this is the bigger the size. Okay, this is suitable for a desktop purpose, not for a laptop purpose. This 3.5 inch hard disk are for a desktop purpose. And there is a 2.5. You can see the small one. You can see the small one. This is a 2.5-inch hard disk. Okay. So 2.5-inch hard disk is mainly for laptops and mini PCs, mainly for laptops. So this 2.5-inch for a laptop purpose, and this is for a desktop purpose. Of course, you can use 2.5 in the desktop also, but 3.5 you can't use for a laptops. Okay, that is the problem. So laptop cannot provide that power directly. We need external power. External hard disk, internal hard disk for storing operating system, applications, and data. And 3.5 inches hard disk for desktop, 2.5-inch hard disk for laptops. And what about this external hard disk? So I think I removed the picture. Okay. This external hard disk are used to store your backup data. To store your backup data inside. Okay. And don't want certain data in your system. I said no, last time I have a lot of data in my PC, that is my downloaded applications and operating system data is there. So I kept in my external hard disk. So then my hard disk become free. Okay. So for example, if I have certain data in my downloads, like I download a lot of data. So if I don't require here, either I delete or maybe if it is important, I will store externally. If it is not important, I will delete it. Okay. And this is also available in different sizes like 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte, 4 terabyte of external hard disk are available, guys. When your data is important but not you are using right now, better to store externally. Okay. So that is main point. If very important data is there, just like your documents related or some receipt related data is there, some certificates data is there, better to store in cloud. It means in the Google Drive. So then you may not lose your data. So only you have to remember the ID and password. Okay. Guys, up to here, okay. So only one thing is SSD. Can I continue? SSD? Because that is an important one. Hard disk and SSD difference is very important.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay. In a hard disk, data stores in the platter. Okay. And in the SSDs, data stores in this chipset only. Okay. Hard disk is like a magnetic type of storage, but SSD is a NAND memory type. Data stores in chips. What is SSD? Solid state drive. Okay, solid state drive. It is NAND memory. Data stores in chips only. Okay, it is a non-volatile memory, of course. Light in weight, so you can easily carry these SSDs from anywhere to anywhere. It is easy to transfer. Lightweight, easy to carry, easy to transport, lower the power consumption compared to your regular hard disk. Small size, so it can easily fit any place. Okay, so this is the basic properties like a lightweight, easy to transport, lesser power consumption, and smaller the size. And very important is high speed read and write and data transmission speed. Data storing in SSDs is reading and writing of data to the SSDs are faster as compared to regular hard disk. And it is very suitable for storing your operating system and applications. If you are store your operating system, like instead of hard disk, you use SSD, so faster booter it can able to achieve because of read and write faster. So loading of operating system also become faster. Faster application is also there. Loading of application, because compared to hard disk, SSDs are faster. The application loading is also become faster. People who are working mainly on the servers, they use primary storage is SSDs only. And people who are working on a gaming or application related things, okay, so where they require this faster loading requirement, faster application loading requirement, they use SSDs. And nowadays most of the laptops comes with an SSDs only. Okay, and it is not mainly meant for a regular data storage. Why not for a regular data storage? Because comparatively SSD with the hard disk, okay, SSDs are costly. You know how much you are comparing. Even though SSDs are very costly earlier, now just costly because the mass production of SSDs are into the market. So then obviously the cost of SSDs are become lesser when it is compared to hard disk. Okay, so compared to earlier, hard disk cost is reduced. But there is a difference always. Hard disk is cheaper and SSD is costlier than it. Maybe in future, hard disk is same cost as earlier, but SSDs is having a lesser than hard disk cost. Maybe in future. Okay, so we will see, because earlier 1 TB of SSD is a cost is around 10,000. Now it is around 5,000 or 4,000 of 1 TB. But SSD still there is a 3,000 to 4,000 rupees cost. Okay, always compare the cost, guys. Go to the Amazon or Flipkart. Okay, compare the SSDs, 1 TB of SSD. Okay, check it. This is an SSD, 1 TB NVMe, which is 6,500. 6,500, 1 TB of SSD NVMe M.2 model. This is SATA interface SSD. This is the cost of M.2 to SATA interface SSD. Cost is little lesser. Cost increased, but little lesser. Okay, and the speed is also different. Okay, the speed you can see, it is the read and write speed. See, 5,000, 4,200 read and write speed. What is the read and write speed of this one? It is 540, 500 read and write speed. So this is the less speed than this one. Now almost all 10 times difference is there. 10 times faster than SATA interface SSD. It is a 10 times faster than SATA interface SSD and costlier than SSD. SATA interface SSD. And we go for a hard disk. So go for any 1 TB regular hard disk. Is it any possible? I think I searched earlier. That's it. May shows. Even an external hard disk also lesser cost as compared to this. This is external hard disk, 1 TB. See, 5,000, 4,000. It's now costs are increased. I don't know why it is. See, it is 1 TB of 3.5 desktop hard disk. That is desktop hard disk. These are external hard disk. Okay. This is a desktop hard disk. And if you want to go for laptop hard disk, also you can try. Yeah, notebook hard disk, Toshiba. So it is 2.5 inches, 1 terabyte, Toshiba, C3500. And see this hard disk, see this SSDs, okay? What is the cost difference? That's my point. I'm trying to say it is, even it is a faster and high-speed data transmission. It is suitable for OS and application, not for regular data storage because the cost, that's it only, nothing more. Data can be loaded very slowly, that is okay for some time. So if you have a desktop, put your operating system and applications inside your SSDs. Buy 1 terabyte of SSD or 500 GB SSD and put your operating system and application. The data you are creating, that you have to store in the extra hard disk, like you add another hard disk in it. Laptops, nowadays we do not have choice. Okay. Sorry. This has to be here. Guys, the SATA interface SSDs. This is SATA interface SSD. NAND SATA interface SSDs. Look like this one. It is an interface is with a SATA kind of stuff. Okay. Maybe any backside visibility is not there. You have to go for video only. But this is SATA interface SSD. Just like your SATA hard disk. Just like a SATA hard disk. Like this is the point. Okay. And what is the speed? And you can see the speed is 500 read and write like that only. Okay. And this is NVMe. NVMe is a faster than SATA SSDs, costlier than SATA SSDs. Okay. It is directly insert into your motherboard. You know, this type of SSDs, okay, which is you can able to insert directly on the motherboard. One second, I'll turn on. Nothing, only pictures. Okay. I will take this one. M.2 SSDs on motherboard. Okay. So directly on motherboard, you can connect it, not with the wires. I told hard disk and SATA interface SSDs all are connect with the wire cable. Right now it is this is M.2 type of SSDs directly on the motherboard, and it is 10 times faster than SSD. Guys, when you are buying any laptop or kind of stuff, okay, if you are buying a laptop and he said, so it is comes with an SSD, check what SSD is, a SATA interface SSD or M.2. Even M.2 is costlier but higher fast. The thing is, like, which one you want it, you have to better to choose yourself. Okay. So this is directly connected to your motherboard. Either it is laptop motherboard or a desktop motherboard. It is directly connected. So it is simple. Just like your RAM, you can able to connect it. The read and write speed, it is I given is a little lower, like a P2 type model it is. It's a P2 type model. Now it is P3 type models are came. Okay, that is what I say. Sure, this is P3 model. Okay. The P3 models are almost 10 times faster. This is for a P3 model. Okay, so this is SSD, guys. Once again, hard disk data stores in platter. Okay, and it is magnetic type storage. And there is okay, in SSDs, data stores in the chip, and it is NAND type of memory. So the data is stored in the chipset only. Both are non-volatile memories. Even though you don't give a power supply, data remains in the device. SSDs are compared to hard disk, light in weight, easy to transport, lesser power consumption, smaller the size, higher the speed of data read and write. SSDs are higher speed, data read and write, data transmission speed is also higher. Okay, and it is suitable for your operating system and application storage. So then faster booting possible with SSDs, faster application loading is possible. But compared to a hard disk, SSDs are little costlier. And SSDs, two interfaces, SATA interface SSDs, M.2 type of interface SSD. SATA interface SSDs compared to M.2, SATA interface SSDs are slower. Okay, we can say in a different way, M.2 type of SSDs, M.2 SSDs, okay, different upon the model, it is costlier compared to SATA interface SSD, but faster than SATA interface SSDs. These M.2s directly inserted on a motherboard, either desktop related motherboard or a laptop motherboards. You can directly insert just like your CPU and RAM. So then it is faster, you can able to get already faster, but it is much faster as compared to the wide type of connectivities. Okay. It depends upon the model, the data transmission speed is also there. Okay, guys, this is your total storage. Tomorrow, if possible, I will tell about MBR and GPT. Then we will continue about a boot processing. We'll continue after this. What is the boot processing and system? What we can say, how to check system configuration. Okay, then I will show what is the boot processing. Okay, then troubleshooting in the boot processing, what are the issues, you will get it. So that we will discuss tomorrow. That's it for today, guys. If in case afternoon session, so either Sar or me will we will inform you if it is there or not. Mostly have a software session in afternoon, so Sar will inform you. Otherwise, I will inform you. Okay. Is anything, any doubts? Good. Up to here.